What time is it? 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock.
59.
1 minute?
6:00.
I mean, slam it, man.
I gotta wait, she gets this turned on.
We're good.
All right, go for it.
I'd like to call the Pocahontas County Board of Education for Tuesday, December the 16th, 2025, beginning at 6 p.m. to order. We'll open with a pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
The
the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Delegations. Are we working? Oh, you gonna check this thing out?
Look. Look on.
Yeah, I know. Okay. You was working. Which sounds familiar.
Okay.
Okay, all members are present. I want to go back and say that. Fourth is recognition. Samantha Feathers, National Board Certified Teacher. Dr. Williams,
If we can get in front of the table, please.
you gonna get out?
Yes.
We're getting our pictures up a lot.
Yeah.
It's hard on stuff like this.
Right there for you.
You know what I mean?
Line up right there.
You gotta get in the center.
She could be right here.
Oh, she's over there?
And then she can get between
Yeah,
you.
she gotta make us look good, cause
So this certificate of recognition, this is a huge accomplishment, is for Miss Samantha Feathers for achieving national board certification, a mark of excellence in the teaching profession. We recognize her efforts, demonstrated exceptional commitment to student learning, professional growth, and educational leadership. Thank you so much. And William Foster.
you got my granddaughter. You smile, but you make us forward, but men look good, okay?
1, 2, 3. Get close. Perfect.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Ms.
Thank
Feathers.
Yeah, Gemma told me, she said, my teacher's gonna come up here and get her picture of look out. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
That's good. It's a lot of work.
Yes. Help Barb with it.
Hey.
You don't have to stay if you don't want to. You got stuff to
You
do.
got school tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Keep up the good work.
Great job.
Item number 5, special improvement update, special education policy 2419 study, implementation and follow-up on training for specialty designed instruction, co-teaching and co-classroom management. Dr. Williams?
So, in our next stage of addressing our state of emergency status for special education, we have purchased policy 2419 for every staff member in the county. And we will go through that policy and do a policy study just to make sure we're building capacity and understanding for addressing our needs. And then we had 3 trainings that were required in our report: specially designed instruction, co-teaching and classroom management. Have our special education director, Mr. Anderson, and our director of federal programs, curriculum and instruction, Ms. Burns, working on how we are going to measure and monitor that. We're going to add that to our eWalk system and ask our principals to collect data on how many classrooms it's being implemented in and how often.
No, it's not moving. The tape is not moving here. And we're going to continue because we got it on the big board, right?
That's fine.
Okay. Number 6 is consent agenda items. A is approval of the agenda. B is approval of the agenda minutes for October 28, 2025. Payment of bills subject to additions, deletions, or other changes prior to the board meeting. Payment of vendor listing, $770,246.90. Payment of P card, $75,604.08. December 3rd, 2025, employee payroll, $280,1216. Extra duty pay for November 2025, $14,699.66. Bank reconciliation for October 2025, grant awards, budget adjustments, and budget transfers and supplements subject to additions, deletions, or other charges prior to the board meeting. Are there any additions or corrections to the agenda?
Yes, I would like to add a school fundraiser request form for sports equipment and uniforms for the basketball team, to our list of fundraisers to be approved.
And that will be added to the bottom
Yes, sir.
or of the agenda, or you want to add it here?
We'll just add it where we fundraiser approvals
Okay,
on
Got
item
it.
10.
Yeah.
A.
under new business.
Yes.
Okay, that's what we'll do. Basketball,
Basketball and sports equipment.
What's the fundraiser? Just something?
It's just, they're going to solicit donations to support the sports program and
Okay.
the equipment of the sports program.
are there any, questions on any of the items I just read?
No, sir.
Do I have a motion, first of all?
So moved.
Mr. McCombs made the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Dr. Hollingsworth seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Personnel matters. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Mr. McCombs made the motion. Do I have, Dr. Hollingsworth seconded.
I'd like to, move that we go into executive session for personnel reasons.
Mr. McNabb has requested an executive session on a personnel,
I second that.
and Mr. Gibson has seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye. We will now go into executive session and I don't have
6:06.
6:06. Do we have a motion to come back into regular session? Mr. McNabb made the motion and Mr. McCombs seconded it. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We are now back in regular session. It is
6:30.
6:37. Okay, under personnel, Ollie, you're, up to,
Personnel agenda for December the 16th, 2025. We show the professional recommendations where we still have positions that are not filled. We have the following substitutes for Pocahontas County Schools at state basic professional salary for the 25-26 school year as needed. Colleen M. Coolis and Brandy E. Wayne. We have the resignation of Michelle Wilfong as academic interventionist at Greenbank Elementary and Middle School effective December the 19th, 2025. And under service recommendations, we have Jill Stanek as special education classroom bus aide at Pocahontas County High School effective January the 5th, 2026 for 118 days for the remainder of the 25-26 school year.
all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Motion carries. Number 8 is superintendent updates, general updates, administration guidelines are being developed for procedure, MTSS payroll travel, website review of information. Dr. Williams.
So one of the things that, remove.
No, we don't, on superintendent's updates, we don't have them. Make the motion.
One of the things that was recommended for the county office when I started working here and working with, Ms. Klein was that even though we had policies, we did not have administrative procedures and guidelines and processes. So you should have this. And this is, the first one is travel and the protocol for getting travel through and passing travel. So we're starting to work on that. And then the next one is, we're looking at, a purchase requisition and how we do the purchasing process. We've broken those down and both of those were completed by, Ms. Hamilton. And then we do have some problems with getting payroll sheets in on time for pay procedures. So I asked, Ms. Irvin to create a flow chart for being absent and our payroll process. And then we just updated our payroll timesheet to tell people this is when, if you turn it in by this time, payrolls are dated for the 8th and the 22nd. All timesheets turned in the first Monday of the month will be paid on the 22nd payroll of the same month, and all timesheets turned in after the third Monday will not be paid until the 8th of the next month. So we're starting to get the processes in place to augment our policies and make sure that everybody understands those processes. And then as far as the website review information, I was going to pull that up today because we have the MTSS. Ms. Hammonds has built an amazing website for MTSS. Can you pull that up or?
So we just go to,
Can we turn it around so we can see it? Ms. So this is a multi-tiered system of support, which also ties into our special ed program. So
we'll just, for staff or even parents, we'll visit here on the special education website and then we'll just open up this tab. And this is, all the information related to those due processes.
it went off.
It went off.
I think I did.
So they're plugging that back up. Part of the process was, in our special review was making sure that I understood this, these components of the multi-tiered system of support. Chris, you can go ahead and talk a little more about it.
So on the left-hand side, you have just an explanation so folks understand how our multi-tiered system of support works. In general, these can apply to any of your areas, academic, behavior, attendance. This is your tier 1 supports, how they work, tier 2, tier 3. So anybody can grab that information, like I said, staff or parents. Then we have the Department of Education's overview document about it. And then on the right-hand side, we have a student assistance team that intervenes when students need a little more help meeting their goals. And so this has the explanation again for parents and staff, and then they can find all the forms that they need over here under printable and electronic fillable. That's out there for anybody to see or use.
That was something we had to develop as part of our state of emergency. That's all I have to.
Old business, do I have a motion?
So moved.
Mr. McCombs made a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. McNail seconded. Discussion total cost of school safety officers. That was something we asked at the last meeting.
It was, and I prepared that with Miss Hamilton so that we could go over that and you could see what the total cost would be. We're going to pass it down. So we have a proposal for two, security officers or safety officers at $24 an hour, which is a salary. We won't pay hourly, but $38.5. Then we have the taxes. Then we have their insurance, and that's the family plan, I believe, retirement, lie detector testing. We want to do that. Travel for each of them for professional developments. We allotted $2,500 per officer, and then uniforms, if we wanted them to be wearing a security uniform. Total cost over here for two employees, we have the amount there at that salary. Now, I will say that salary, it has not attracted that many applicants.
How many applicants have we had?
One.
I would say not many.
So
Have we advertised it any other than just posting it?
Website.
no. Do you want to advertise it in the newspaper or something?
I would.
Okay, we will do that.
Yeah, because unless you're actually looking for a school job, you probably never look at the post.
But it's, now they gotta be under certain requirements. Gotta be a veteran or a retired
Yeah, and that's
police or deputy sheriff.
all on the posting. Did you have a question, Mr. Gibson?
Yeah, what's a professional teacher? What's her salary? What's that person's salary?
I think they start off at, I don't want to say, I think it's around 30, Sarah. A first year teacher,
A first year, I think the
36.
scale's on our website.
A first year teacher with a master starts at 41, and that's what my daughter started at.
Okay.
That's why I retired thing where she started.
If they have a master's, that's different than having a bachelor's.
Bachelor's.
So
So,
Yeah.
I think,
this is a.
I think $1,000 difference. I think a bachelor's is 41.
No, she has a master's.
That's what I'm saying. That'd be 42, but I think a bachelor's is 41. I think there's $1,000 difference. I'm guessing. I think I heard that somewhere.
I don't think it's $40,000 for a first year
I
teacher.
think first year is that 36.
To continue with this salary, is there any additional questions from anybody about this?
Let's wait and see what happens
Let's put it at a time.
when you put it in the time.
Okay.
And see, might be a retarded cop that just looking for a job,
But if we could get out maybe
supplemental income.
in surrounding counties,
Okay.
you got, a veteran or a cop wanting something to do.
Miss Sarah,
Yes.
how is this gonna affect us budgetarily? Money wise.
It's gonna take another 30.
I know that's service personnel. That's gonna put us two.
I know.
It's not counted as either one, right?
It's not service, you can't put them in service, there's no funding code, but it doesn't matter if they're a funding code or not. This is a separate position that the board has to fund if you want.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
It comes out of our general fund.
correct.
now, obviously we're going forward with this, so it's really, I don't have that. I'm not sold on the concept. I think we're an institution of education, not a institution of law enforcement. And I don't agree with spending any money that doesn't go to student education.
Well, but you have to think of it in terms of if you've got kids disrupting education, they're not getting an education. And so what good is that?
It's more than what you're thinking, I think, Mr. Gibson. They monitor the cameras, they watch for drugs. It's just not that they're protecting the school, they're doing a lot of other stuff. We had one here for a while on one of the sheriff's department.
Right.
I was here then. It was
Yeah.
a great thing.
And I think he done a great
He
job.
did a great job.
It's just not, they're not here to get you. And a lot of the boys go to these people and talk to them. They're, on,
Have we checked out did y'all check out the possibility? Randolph County, they have their officers are part of the county deputy system. They're actually police officers there.
Those officers actually would cost more than this one.
They cost more.
Yeah, they would cost more.
not only that, the sheriff's office can't find deputies.
Mr. Gibson, I did meet with the sheriff on this.
Yeah.
So let me tell you this, each school is required to submit a crisis plan. Each school is required to have safety drills for run, hide, lockdown. There are discipline issues within the school. We have a lot of vaping issues in our school. That's the majority of our level 3. We haven't done anything with any drug dogs to see what is going on in our school system, but we could have that because we have a community that has some issues. So it's a lot more than just walking the hallways and checking doors. And we do need to do that as well because of, especially here at the high school, the way they transition in and out. We've covered that a little bit. It used to be that everybody had the code. So really, why did you have a locked door? So there are some issues with a campus like this and the way we're isolated.
My only other thing is equality. Equality is the cornerstone of our education system. And, we have, this is two officers right here.
Mhm.
We have 1, 2, 3 more schools that don't have this protection. Do we share these guys with the other 3
We are.
schools? I mean, are we eventually going to build up to one at each school?
No, the plan is right now to share one between Green Bank and the high school, and then to share one on the other side of the county between the other 3 schools.
But you gotta remember too, Mr. Gibson, that Martin Middle School and Martin Elementary, 5 minutes away from a police
They're
department.
close, they're closer to assets too.
Yes, here, you're 20 minutes away, and at Green Bank, you're 50 or 60 minutes away.
Yeah.
So it is concerning,
Right.
or to me it is. I'll put it that way.
We have had a couple of safety concerns this year at Green Bank with people being on campus that weren't supposed to be on campus and people being frightened.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think we can put a value on safety. But I mean, this is, I thank you for the budget.
You're welcome.
Okay. Number 10, B. Number 10 is new business approval of fundraiser for basketball and sports equipment. Approval of out-of-county and out-of-state field trips, approval of mutual agreement between Superintendent Williams and Jandessa Henderson for an administrative modification from full days to half days effective January 5th, 2026. Discussion and/or action of policy 5223 absences for religious ordinance and instruction first reading. Decision and action 312 board staff communication first reading. F is decision and action policy 7540.02 digital content and accessibility first reading. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Mr. McCombs made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll say.
Mr. McNabb seconded. Any questions on any of the ones I just read?
Yeah, I want to talk about the staff board communication.
What letter is it? E? Okay, board, Mr. Gibson, what let's do, let's go ahead and vote on all the rest of them. If nobody has any questions, then let's come back on that one, okay?
That's fine, sir.
Okay, all those in favor on voting everyone but number E on the agenda signify by saying aye. That motion carries. Now, E, discussion action 312 board staff communication, first reading. Okay, Mr. Gibson, what is your questions?
Well, I'd like to, what is this? Can't imagine that putting some kind of a barrier between staff and the board communication would be good for school morale or employee satisfaction. I mean, what's the need for this?
Want me to address it?
You go ahead. I can too. Go ahead.
So in all of our trainings, in our training at the beginning of the year,
All right.
we talked about under Dr. O'Call and at the school board authority training is that ultimately staff should be communicating through the superintendent, and the superintendent puts it on the agenda for the board members to discuss. It does make the board seem impartial when there are circumstances, let's say there's the hiring of an employee that is wanting to be hired for a job, and you have someone email all the board and copy the superintendent on it, or not copy the superintendent, saying they don't want that person hired. That is just not proper chain of command and protocol. So we have to be careful about following chain of command and protocol.
So,
And there's a conflict in this policy. First, it says we do it this way, and then it says we do it that way.
so you're asking, so what you want, we want, like, say, a teacher has some kind of an issue, you want them to go to their supervisors, that chain of command.
That's how they should be.
That's how they should be.
But that's how they gotta do it, because if it's a suspension of a teacher or a student, and then if you already have knowledge of it and it comes before the board, we can't vote on it.
I get that.
So it's got to be follow chain of command. We are not over any teacher. We have no authority over the personnel director. The only person we have authority over is Dr. Williams,
Yeah.
okay? She's got to make that call. If we don't allow her to do that, well, number one, we're breaking the law, but number two, we ain't very good board members. Because this is her job. We are the board of directors. We're not the superintendent.
Sammy, what I'm gathering out of this is like, for our last superintendent, nobody could get any information from her, nobody could get anything. That's why we were getting all of those emails and all those letters. I mean, it was daily. But that's not the proper way to do it.
Well,
That's not the,
I don't want to know about all that stuff either.
well, that's
I
what,
just want to make this. I mean,
if they follow chain of command, we don't have a problem.
right.
And if there's anything that's not on the agenda that you want on the agenda per our last training, all you have to do is say in the discussion, superintendent, would you put this on the agenda next time? And I will put it on there for discussion.
We're not trying to stifle communication from our staff, correct?
Mm-mm.
That's
As long
not,
as they communicate with the right people.
just want them to go through the proper chain of command.
Correct.
So everybody's still able to communicate with you and their flow.
Correct, but they should not be emailing all the board members at once.
All right.
Because you're not a board through the email. You can't hear everything as a group through the email.
All right. I just.
Okay, we're going to vote on discussion action of 312 board self-communication, first reading. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Board members' remarks. While you're on a roll, Mr. Gibson, tell us what your problems are.
Having problems. Great. About ready for winter break. Staff's doing a great job. We've had some weather. We're at day 6 now?
Yes, sir.
All right. And I wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, sir. Mr. McNabb.
I'd like to thank everybody that helped with the gym floor and all the painting and all the other renovations that have been taking place here and at the board office. It looks good. It's needed it for a long time, and I appreciate everybody's hard work. And, like I said, I'd just like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and have a safe, and if you're traveling, everybody be safe. We'll continue on.
Yeah.
Dr. Hollingsworth.
I'd just like to reiterate what has already been said. You know, everybody gets together when help is needed and help appears. And we get things done because we are stronger together. We are. And, I think that our board has worked well together. And by working well together, we've accomplished a lot. And we work well with the staff who puts up with, carry on. And Merry Christmas.
I guess that leaves me, I mean, everybody's done said what I was thinking, and the facelift on this school looks amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
So especially our front office there where people walks in and sees, you know, first impression is important. And the season, we should say Merry Christmas. Dr. Williams, keep up the good work.
thank you.
Well, you know, January the 1st will mark your first 6 months.
You will.
And we not only got you, we got a teacher out of the deal, you know? But, you know, we're glad you made a decision to come with us, you know? And, I personally hope you're here for a long time.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas to everybody. And Happy New Year. I guess whenever we come back, it will be January, it'll be 2026.
You know,
Believe it or not,
hopefully,
It's an adjustment.
that'll be an adjustment, yes, but we'll keep fighting forward to make Pocahontas County Schools the best they can be.
That's right.
That's all I have. Now, our next Board of Education meeting will be January the 6th, 2025, Pocahontas County Board of Education Conference Room, and you are hereby adjourned.